Welcome to day one of replacing my Google Home with Claude Code. I want to do this because the Google Home really just isn't sufficient anymore. Like LLMs are here, it should be a lot more capable, and it kind of sucks. Eventually, Google will hopefully figure that out. But in the meantime, I want to take a crack at getting Claude Code to be my own personal assistant, give it access to my calendar, my Spotify, my email, whatever, and have it be voice controlled. So that way I can have Claude Code just always available in my apartment, and I can holler at it and ask it to do stuff for me. All right. Today we have some initial MCP servers set up. We have a little bit of voice integration built already using a wake word and then getting voice output from Claude. And I'm just going to walk you through what I'm working on. This is going to be kind of a overview just to get you caught up on the project so far. I've been working on this for a couple days. And then in the future, I'd love to do a little bit of live streaming and show you how I'm using Claude Code to build out this tool. So first up, let's just talk about some MCP servers. MCP is, if you're watching this video, you know what MCP is. I'm finding it to be surprisingly effective. Once the use cases kind of click, they seem to work pretty nicely. So I've added a couple of different MCP servers in here. I just have this pulled up in Claude Code for you to see. An overall control center just for it to manage accounts. Then we have G Suite and Spotify. So for example, I can say, what's on my calendar for today, work calendar. And Claude Code is going to be able to use that G Suite MCP server to check the events from today and also control tomorrow. So I could say add lunch with Claude at, let's see here, wrong calendar. All right. And so as Claude finishes this event, then we now have a new launch with Claude that was pulled up here. So just with this, Claude has access to a lot of the administrative capabilities. The next level up, though, is to get Claude to talk to me and also be able to talk to Claude. For that, I've wired up a Python service using Open Watchword because I haven't been able to crack the training a new watchword yet. We're going to have to use Jarvis. So eventually, going to try and replace this with Claude. But the architecture here is we have the watchword service will trigger execution of the Claude Code SDK. So that'll actually take us out of Claude Code, the terminal, and just be operating in the background. So we'll demo that real quick. Hey, Jarvis, can you play Gracie Abrams' So True on Spotify for me? Okay, so those dings that you heard were the acknowledgement of the watchword being activated, and then
I'll help you play So True by Gracie Abrams on Spotify. Let me search for that song and get it playing for you.
that other voice you're hearing then is Claude now having access to a text to speech tool, and it can talk back and articulate that voice.
Great. I
And
found That's So True by Gracie Abrams and I'm starting it now. This is
all right,
from
that's
her album, The Secret of Us Deluxe, and it's about 2 minutes and 46 seconds long.
so a little chaotic there with all that noise. But to walk through what just happened is we triggered the request from the watchword here in this terminal screen. And then these are the messages coming back from Claude. So we used Grok to do really fast speech to text transcription. We could pass that in as a prompt to Claude. So Claude's acknowledging via text, and then Claude's using this text to speech tool to be able to then articulate back what it's working on, and then went through a few more tools to find the right Spotify track, and then actually activated it on my Spotify playing on my local device. It actually, somewhere in here, I believe it grabs the device ID for my computer. So that whole workflow, voice in, transcribe, Claude can act on it, and then Claude is able to control my Spotify. All right, we're just gonna start with the demo of that today. I'll get into the code in the next video. I think keep these videos to about 5 minutes for some quick updates. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.